right, we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending the time when you where you are right now. We are back again, Alan and Florence, with our usual thing that we do. To bring you always good news. What's really happening right now? So, as you can see behind me, we have a faith. We talk about faith, life, and business. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Florence JC Ekang, the king's daughter. I live in Vorarlberg in Austria, originally from Cameroon. I have my normal job, which I work 80%, and I am a digital business owner. I'm a mother of many, blessed by God. I am the king's daughter. All right, so today I'm so glad to be with you. We are so sorry for maybe for the past 1 week or two, we're not able to be here for some reason, but we are showing we are back again and we're coming with something very awesome. So stay tuned. So I pass it over to my awesome coach.
Good morning, everybody. It's early morning here in Abbotsford, BC, in Western Canada. I am Island Baker. I am here to partner with my mentee here, Florence. She's all the way from Austria. I am here in Canada, and we just work together in this online business. So I am a mother of two. I have a husband. I live here in Canada now for the past 12 years. And I do this online business for 3 years now. So I used to also work full time in regular work. My background is in the hospitality, but then since the pandemic, I started doing this business, and I have just been doing this business full time. I am a full time mom now, full time business owner, and I am here every week. Usually every week, but we've missed the two couple weeks um, because of family affairs. But anyway, we have a very, very good topic this week. And here it is, just showing you. We usually talk about life, faith, and business in this series that here we call it Talk Time with Island and Florence. But today we will be talking about what happens if you lose your primary source of income. And obviously, that's a very, very important topic because we don't, obviously, all of us are just, have it. We all have our sources of income, right? Just to live and to, do whatever things that we needed to do. But what if that happens, right? So anyway, that is our topic for today. But before we go dive into that, we would like to share that we have free webinars. Do you want to talk about this, Florence?
Yeah. So we invite you to watch our free webinar. That's we have every Tuesday and Friday, Tuesday and Thursday. I'm sorry. If you live in the UK or Canada, it's 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. But if you live in Austria and in the UK, it's 1 a.m. UK time and 2 a.m. Austrian time, which is probably late. You might be sleeping because if it's me, I'm sleeping at this time. But don't worry, when you register, you still have the replay so you can watch it wherever you want. So get down there, register so you can watch it and see things for yourself. All right.
Okay, yes. So those webinars are just really going to show you what this online business that we are on is all about. It's going to show you the basics of it, and if you're actually able to do it, like if this is going to fit you or not, you will just see some testimonials there, some outline on what we actually do in this business. So go ahead and click on any of our websites here that is shown, and you will see a replay right away as soon as you click that button, or as soon as you register your name and email. You will get replay right away. Or if you want to watch the live, then those are the times and the days that we go live: Thursday, Tuesday, Thursdays for North America, and for UK, Austria, It will be Wednesdays and Friday, but early on in the morning. All right. So yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about what happens if we actually lose our primary source of income, right? So we obviously don't want to happen to any of us. But what I'm gonna probably share in the beginning is the what are the effects of losing like an income, like an income source, right? Like suddenly you're not planning about it. You thought that you have a stable job. You thought that the company loves you so much that you're never ever going to lose that job, right? Sometimes we sometimes feel that way that, hey, I have a very stable job. The company loves me. They're never ever going to let go of me or whatever. But you know what? Things happens, right? And suddenly, sometimes it just, it would just take, nothing really to to get you out of that job. So usually, um, obviously, unpreparedness, right, in the state of shock, for especially if you are like very devoted to that job, right? You've been doing everything good in that job, and you know that the company loves you, as I've said, and all that stuff. Nothing, bad you thought that could happen to you, but that happens. So you're unprepared, obviously, if that is the only job that you have, or if that's the only source of income that you have, then obviously you will be in the state of shock, right? Why did it happen? And usually it also gives you stress, right? It stresses you, but obviously, right, source of income is gone, right? What's going to happen with where are you going to get your money, right? Where are you going to get the money to support your family and all that? And usually um, there's going to be some conflicts later on within your relationship, your husband and wife, if you're a couple, or if you're living with your family, if you're a breadwinner. Like, what happens now to the people that that is depending on you, right? Kind of thing. So there's going to be a lot of relationship conflicts and all that. There's some people also goes through depression, right? Instead of, because they couldn't accept that the fact that they lost that job, and that usually that job is really dear to them and they really love that job, or they put all their efforts and energy and heart and sweat and blood and soul to that job, and then suddenly it's been taken away just like that. um, Also, the bills, right? It's mainly the bills are piling up. So what's going to happen, right? So that's all kind of like the effects of having, losing like a job or a primary source of income suddenly without any notice, kind of thing, right? And that could happen. We know that it happened, in the past couple years or few years ago during the pandemic, when everything shut down just suddenly, right? Everything has shut down, and I was actually one of those ones affected, because I thought that company, I was actually in a provincial company. I thought that it's very stable. I could never lose that job, right, unless I wanted to. But because of the pandemic, you know I lost that job. So it's just one example. Yeah, so those are the things that usually the effects of losing a job. And my friend here, Florence, will be talking about what do we actually need to do, right? What do we actually need to do, or what do we need to prepare before that even happens, right? Okay, so go ahead, Florence, and um,
Yeah, thank you, Coach. I really like this. You talk about depression. I always see depression like it's like a gangster. When you find people who have depression, the next you hear they have diabetes, they have high blood. It's a
yes,
chain of
true.
sickness, right?
Yes.
And this can be terrible because there are people who work really hard. They work, they devote their time, all their heart. And then something like this happen, it can be very overwhelming. And things like that will follow, depression and it's high blood and this. So what do you do? We have this saying that says prevention is better than cure.
Yeah.
Right? Prevention is better than cure. we have this common sense. So it's not time we wait until we see things like this happen. It's time that we prepare ourselves by having something at the side, another source of income, another stream of income. And getting into the online space, for me, I really find it one of the best, because this is something where you do it at your pace, especially if you're part of our community. You do it at your pace. The training is there wherever time you have, whether you're traveling, you travel with your business. A lot of
Mhm.
people ask, but must everybody do the online business? No, because this is something that's adaptable with your job. Okay,
Mhm.
it goes with it very easily. That's why we keep saying it's really one of the best. So it's time that we prepare ourselves. I'm really so glad I took this decision. I'm
Mhm.
still working, though not full time, but that's how I used to work, and I like it like that. So I have time for myself, time for with God, and family and other people around that I ministered to. So I've always not really worked full time, which is okay, 80%. And I'm glad I found this business. All right. So I'm really so glad I found this business. This is something that I have hope. I will not be bothered if anything come up tomorrow, like, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I? No, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. I know there's something to hang on. So it's time that we get something like this at the side, like a backup, or like, plan B, so that if things
Mhm.
go wrong, there's no room for alarm or high blood, or
Mhm.
having
Yeah.
problem with spouse or bill piling, and you're afraid.
Yes.
I really know people who are afraid to go to their post box, to
Yeah.
check, because they're afraid of bills. Honestly,
Yeah.
I know people who do like that. And you
True.
see, all those things, you don't need it. So if there's no job, fine. You just put all of that, your time and
Mhm.
commitment, on your business, or
Mhm.
your plan B. So this is really number one. This is number one. And number two is that probably you might say, I'm not really sure right now if I have time, if I can do it. But it's just good, like, start slowly. Just get into it and start slowly. And whenever time you think that, okay, you have enough time, then you put out full gas instead
Mhm.
of waiting. Things are going so fast. I mean, prices are increasing in the market. Everybody knows that.
Mhm.
Before, you used to take like 100 euro in the shop, you buy really a full basket. Now it's nothing. All
Yeah.
right. And prices are increasing, but salaries they don't increase like that. No
True.
matter how hard you work, how you're so devoted, you love your job, your boss see you're a hard work person, your salary doesn't just increase like that. But price are escalating in the market. And
Yeah.
so many other things, like, people could lose their job because they say AI or what. I don't really understand that, but it's what I'm hearing now. They can
Yeah.
take it, and then what do you do? So this is time to have a second thought. I mean, connect with people that you're seeing, real people like me and my coaches. We've been here probably for the last 2 months. You see, oh, this is real. We are there. It's not like we're just talking about something in the air, but this is something real. It's okay. I'm hearing about this. Yes, I need this plan B. Yes, nobody knows. Let me really have something. How do I do? We are here to help you. If you register, watch the workshop, and you have questions, you can reach out, and we
Mhm.
will explain things to you. So for me, that's the best. Get something, don't wait until you hit the nail and they say, oh my God, if I knew, you get that with regrets and all that. So this is the time. Hallelujah. So
Yeah.
amen. So
Amen. Yes. Thank you.
mhm.
That's very, very, informative there, valuable information from you, Florence. And I would just like to say hi first to Ramil's Angels. We have two viewers. Ramil's Angels, I believe this is Lossie, Coach Lossie. And I would like to say hi to Maita Castillo. She is also watching. Hello, hello. Thank you for your hearts. She's got it. Hello, ladies. That's what she said. Anyway, so anyway, thank you, Maita, for watching. Yeah, she's watching from Nevada, USA. Um,
Wow.
so we are,
Mhm.
Maita, we are just talking about what happens if you lose your primary source of income, right? And Florence here has shared a lot of things that we should actually be prepared, and try to prepare ourselves for that, for those instances, right, that we never know could happen. I would like to share my experience because I actually came here exactly like that, right? I was working, and I wanted more, right? I was working
Mhm.
regular job and I wanted more because I wanted to, my reasoning was, to supplement our income, right? It wasn't really, I wasn't really thinking about what happens if I lose a job, right? I wasn't thinking that way. I was just thinking that, I wanted to supplement my income at that point. But you know what happened when I came into this business? So I found this business online. I found this business through social media, and I researched about it. I checked on it and everything else. I watched the webinar just like what we're telling you to do. And yeah, I pursued, right? So I started this business. After a week or probably couple weeks of being into this business, the pandemic happens and I lost that job. So, you know, I wasn't really, I mean, like my business wasn't really up, and, it was up and going already, but it was in the starting point, right? I wasn't really making that much money, but at least I already built something, right? So what did I do? I carried on. I continued because I couldn't do anything. I couldn't find another job because everything was closed at that time, right? um that's just just an exact example of what we're telling you, right? What happens if the worst happens, right? The unexpected happens, then at least you have a backup plan. Now, because the business is online, it was running the whole entire time that the world was closed. The online business was running, so I survived. We survived. I was still making up income, and I actually was um, actually started making more income than my previous job, where I got laid off. So that's really just a basic example of how another stream of income can help you in times of trouble, right? So yeah, so really just preparedness. What Flores has said there is exactly, prevention is better than cure. Just like anything else, right? Prevention is better than cure. So we have to think of things that, everything is temporary anyway in this world, right? So even a job, even a business is temporary, but then if you put all your eggs in one basket, as she was saying, then when you lose it, right? Kind of thing. So yeah, so having another stream of income, and plus you also wanted to make sure that the other stream of income that you're getting is something that is doable while you have that job still, while you have that employment still, right? So it's doable both ways, right? So you can still do the employment, you can still do your business on the side, kind of thing, which is perfect because online is everywhere. Online you can do it at your own pace, anytime you want, wherever you want. Yeah, online is the way to go now. Everybody, as we all probably know, that social media is our, everyone is going online now. So why wait, and why, don't be left behind. That's one thing, right? Anything else, Lawrence?
No, coach, you said it all. You said it all. That's true. Okay, like me, I didn't go because I was thinking, oh my God, I don't need just one source. Originally, that wasn't not the reason I went into the reason I went into the business. I was kind of like, I have an assignment to fulfill.
Mm,
A child of God and kingdom minded. And no, I'm not here just to exist, but I'm here to live, and I have an assignment to fulfill in this life.
yeah,
So it came to a point where I would say, how do I carry this assignment? With my job alone, I cannot. And also thinking like the breadwinner and the first child, and I really love my siblings. I have
yeah,
my children and the one that God has also given me, and even grandchildren. How do I
Mm.
really, like do something? I was thinking with the job alone is not. And also myself coming from this, poor background and upbringing and all that. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And having the opportunity to have traveled to Europe and you see how beautiful the world looks and the things that you two can enjoy as your father is a creator. They are beautiful places. Why not me also? So when I thought of all this, I said, no, there must be a way. So I went to this business for three reasons: to fulfill my kingdom assignment, be a blessing to my family, and better the quality of my own life in this world. Okay, but as time goes on and the way things are going, then I come to realize now this is a good decision, not just about that, but this is a backup plan, you know.
Mm.
This is a backup plan. And you won't believe this, coach. Is it a week ago? My boss, two of them, they are priests. They were celebrating 60 years and 50 years as priests.
Wow.
And
Mm.
then, yes, somebody came and was telling me the story because I take care of them. He was telling me a story how there was, I don't know how I can explain that, but there was a kind of talk from the top people and even like from Rome, they are all with this, their Pope and all that.
Yeah.
In this particular this section of this organization where I am, or this section in this country, this time, there was something going on, like they want to close it. Do you know? I didn't even know. That would
Oh.
mean that I would just call you because do you know that I don't have a job anymore? Then I look
Oh.
at him and say, really? He said, yes. So what happened? So he explained to me the problem is that the way life is going, young people, they're not interested going to be a priest.
Yeah.
You understand? This is the
Mm.
problem. And so now they were thinking, okay, if young people are not, they don't want to be priests, and these people are
Mm.
aging. You understand?
Yeah.
And
Mm.
probably don't have strength to go on. So how
Mm.
are they going to keep this home, keep the office and all that? You understand? They too have to calculate just
Yeah.
like.
Mm.
And so there was somebody um, in Salzburg they talked to who was telling me this story, and they asked him, "We want that you go there, even though my boss, the one that is really there for me, he's still working with a bit of age, but he's still a little bit active, but not too long again." And they asked him,
Mm.
okay, if you're going to go there, if you accept to go there, just go there, stay for some time, look at the place, do the mass, do the service, check the office, the financial things are going. If you know you can run that place, all right. If you
Mm.
not run that place, we'll close it. That's the order from. Can you
Wow.
imagine? That's what he told me. And then he said, without even knowing me, we are not met, he just said, he came, I wasn't there traveling. I was home when he came. So he
Mm.
stayed for a week and then looked around. He said, I like the place. I think I will try. Can you imagine that?
Ah.
He
Mm.
was looking like this. Oh my God, really? So you see now, you see,
Yeah.
exactly this is what we are talking about. Like, if you lose your primary source of income. So let's say this thing would have happened maybe a
Mm-hmm.
few months ago. What do I do then? I'll put out all my effort here, right? Because I have
Mm-hmm.
something.
Yeah.
So that's it. So just like you said, so that was my reason. But I'm seeing that this point we're sharing now, it's really big. It's big because nobody knows. Yeah. So
Yeah. So, awesome. That's great. That's great sharing. So anyway, our main point here, the bottom line here is start something, right? Start something that
mm,
is a backup for you. If not online, right? I mean, like, you could also do other things right on the side, but start something that can help you in times of uncertainties, right? But
mm,
online business is what we are obviously offering here. Well, online business is what we're trying to get you to check out, because this has helped thousands and thousands of people all over the world now. It started here in Canada. This online business, particular online business,
mm,
started here in Canada, in Vancouver, particularly, and now we're all the way to Fiji, to Malaysia, to Asia, to Australia, to all parts of the world, where hundreds of thousands of people now doing this business, and there are so many thousands of people that has gotten help from this business. A lot of people were doing three jobs, two jobs, and then now they're basically just doing this full time, including myself, right? So yeah, so we encourage you to check out our websites are here: www.islandbaker.com and www.flondijesse.com. So if you check out or log in into any of our websites, you will be redirected to a replay of the webinar, and then you will also receive a lot of information in your email to check out this business, for you to get the chance to research about it, just research about the company, research about everything else that you needed to check before you actually hop into this business. All right, so yeah, so basically that's everything for now. Please do, you know watch out webinar. That's the only way that you can get all the information, and you can contact us afterwards, after you watch it. If you have other questions, you can message us on our pages. We've got Facebook pages and all that, and we will gladly answer your questions, right? So I guess that's everything for it for today,
Yeah.
Florence. You
Yes,
want to say something?
something just came to my mind, which is also very important because here we are talking about what if you lose your primary source of income. You might not lose your primary source of income, but you might have some health challenges. This is another
Yeah,
big one.
yeah.
You see, there are a lot of all kind of sickness in this, but I don't even know where they are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
That you just see somebody's hair healthy today, and then tomorrow you hear he just felt headache, and now they said this one. That I mean, something that might happen. There are people that work so hard, they have uh, multiple jobs. You spring here, you spring here. You see, our body, it's not, we normally say it's not iron or wood or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, if you after 30, 40, 50, all this
Yeah.
springing here, one day you might just feel like, and let me talk to my black people a little.
Ah, sure.
um, we black people, they always say a black man is so strong, we are so strong, we can. And I don't know, most of the time we don't really understand. When they talk about strong, it means like, for example, it takes from history, it takes really quite a while before you can see a black man real down. you
Mm-hmm.
know that's,
Mm.
yes, it takes quite a while before you see somebody, a black person is really down to the hospital level, and then it's on the bed, he cannot. This thing has been there for years. All right, it's been there for years, and we come from this kind of background where we know we are strong, so we feel it, we keep going, and then one time you just like a car just refuse to stop,
Yeah.
your body know. And so when something like that happen, that's another big deal. When you get sick, or you something like that, and then what do? Now if you have your backup plan, if you have your business, this one is good. All right, because you are home all the time, you can lie on your bed. Sometimes I get some Saturday lazy on my bed, I take my coffee there, I'm there with my iPad, with my phone, I'm still like doing something on my business. So while you're lying on the bed, you can be doing something. You sit at home, you're doing something. This is the beauty about this one. You can do any other thing, but when in a position where you're so sick, you can't move, and you're supposed to stay home. So this one will be is really powerful. So let not just about losing, but think about your health. What
Yeah.
happen if something happen, you get sick or something like that in that direction? What do you do? And then it's also not a guarantee that you're sure at the end of the month, probably you not get what you're getting. You
Mm.
understand? So you don't
Yeah.
get that much again, and then the bills are there, and then
Mm.
prices have increased, like food stuff. The children are there, your wife, the relative back home, like we come from third world. They're also looking on you. What do you do
Mm.
now? If you have this, that would be a better time. We say, "Oh, thank God, I have something." All right,
Yeah.
that's another point.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much. There's so many good points that has been shared here today. Thank you, Florence, for doing this with me again. We will see you again next week for another topic in Talk Time with Island and Florence. See you later, guys. Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you for watching.